Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to continue from where we stopped in my previous video. So in my previous video, I was trying to explain how I was able to derive at this particular thing. What I actually used with, I wrote it with ChatGPT. How was I able to get it as AI, not AI content rather. So how was I able to do that? The reason is that when I chat my own ChatGPT, I try to explain to ChatGPT most of the time that I should write my content as if it is humanly written. So that is why anytime I prompt content with AI, definitely write those content for me as if it was written by human. So this is the trick. Anytime you want to prompt your ChatGPT, you need to always include it. You can easily use slash human at the end of every of your content. So how do I mean? Let's assume you want to ask something from ChatGPT, like maybe what is your or what is my name. At the end of it, you put slash human. So once you put slash human at the back of your work and you send it, ChatGPT is going to write your answer as if it was human that was actually writing the answer. But normally, if you don't put slash human there, it's going to write as if it is AI. And when they check AI detector, it will detect it that it was written by AI. So that is that about that. So we've been able to complete our first part, which is the background of the study. So now we are good to go. So you remember what we did? Please and please take note of it. You remember what we did now. We have done the editing and then we have checked the plagiarism. If it was plagiarized, we have checked the paraphrasing to check to remove the plagiarism. And then I already showed you how to check AI content. So that was what we did in our last video. So now in this video, we are going to continue with the next one, which is the statement of the problem. So now for us to get the statement of the problem, you remember it is also on what? ChatGPT that I have generated. So this is the statement of the problem. And where did it generate the content from? I've already showed you all those ones in the first part. So now this is it. Just copy everything here, then go back to your document and then come down to the next page, change this one away from bold and then you paste it. Once you are done pasting it, you remember what you need to do. You need to first edit it by making it on, what do we call it? Justify, if I'm not mistaken. We put it on, yes, justify. If you are using Word, just Control J. It's going to justify everything, if I'm not mistaken. So now, what do we need to do? You remember what I told you the other time? I said all this dash, please remove it away from it. Make sure you are taking your time to read it carefully. Read it carefully whenever you are writing. As you can see, okay, I think this one is fine now. So once it is fine, please and please don't rush. Take your time and check the same thing we check in the first part. You click on copy everything and you go and check the plagiarism. Let me copy everything here. The first thing you need to go and check is the DupliChecker plagiarism, duplichecker.com. That is the plagiarism website. So if you don't know all this website, as you are hearing it from me, make sure you are jotting them down in your notepad. It is very important so that you don't forget. So you click on it, then you scroll down a little to go and check I'm not a robot. So you click on this, I'm not a robot, then you just check the plagiarism. So if it is plagiarized, you remember what we are going to be doing. And if it is not plagiarized, you remember we are good to go, just move on. So then you check your AI detector and then we proceed with the next thing. So you can see it is 100% unique, so we are good to go with that as well. So let me just leave that for you. You can easily continue to check others by yourself without wasting too much of your time. So we are done with the second part, which is the statement of the following successive reform of episodes on Nigeria DLB now operates in environmental. So this particular part, remember, according to our template, is going to be giving you what? Is going to be doing what? It must be answering this question that is on the template. Look at the question that it is giving us here. Statement of the problem says that it has to be clear, concise problem statement. That what gap problem exists that motivates this study. And then, example, rising competition among banks and unclear effect on profitability and stability. So let's read this whether it's aligned with what we are talking about here. So they said this and that, banks, managers, and regulators face You can see practical question. Does increased competition improves bank financial performance via agency, or does something something something? That is a question, and that question is what? A problem. So previous studies on the Nigerian banking sector have produced mixed evidence. Some find competitors reduce profitability, others find positive effect on effective something. Then the lack of consensus, variation in method, and changes of regulation environment, including recent create policies that manage what? And managerial knowledge gap. This study therefore seek to produce clarified, up-to-date empirical evidence on how competition affect financial performance of deposit money bank. This DMB means money bank, deposit money banks in Nigeria over a selected period. Please, I hope you are following. If you are getting value from this video, please don't forget to give this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Give this video a like. I will really, really appreciate. Whenever I see the likes on your video, on my video, I'm always very, very happy, and I can see that you are definitely learning a lot from this. So we are done with this. So we are moving to the next one, which is the research question. Research question. What is the research question talking about here? They said this is the general objective, specific objective, and then what is it? That is it. So they said to examine the impact of competition on the financial performance of deposit money bank in Nigeria. They said again, specific objective. I have to just list out some things here, and then let's check what ChatGPT has generated for us doing this part of it. So let's quickly move down to ChatGPT. You can see it has answered everything accordingly. So you don't need to put general question, specific, general objectives, but you don't need to put that one. Please, you don't need to put that one. This is where your creativity comes in. Not everything that ChatGPT give you, you just copy, you just paste. Your lecturer will just cancel everything for you, and you go and restart again from the beginning. And they will even instruct you not to use ChatGPT, and that will be the end for you. So please, anytime you are copying, copy with your IQ. Copy with your brain, please and please. Don't be lazy when you are doing anything. If I'm lazy doing this video for you, I'm sure you'll not be getting this value today. So please, when you are doing your practical for your lecturers, for your supervisor, or for your client, please don't be lazy at all. Take your time and do a better job. If you are writing your final year project, take your time and write something that is worthwhile, that you are going to see tomorrow and be happy to yourself. So now, this is what you're going to copy. You are going to copy everything here. I'm going to be deleting all those ones later. So let me copy everything from here. Then you go back to your document. Then you come down here and then we paste it. So after, okay, let me remove the boldness. Then you paste it. After pasting it, there are some things that you need to take note of. This general objective, I said we are going to be removing it away from it. Then this one, we are also going to be removing it away from it. So now, there are too much spaces here. You need to bring them down. You need to bring all these spaces down. Then, just as you can see, the way I'm doing it one after the other, this one has affected. So what do we need to do? Just back it here. So then come here and also back this one. I'm using delete instead of using backspace. Then back this one. So as you can see, I've been able to do that. Then what next do I need to do? I need to justify everything. So how do I justify? It's very, very simple. Come here and then you justify. So, and that is that we are moving forward in our project writing. So let's quickly look at what they said. To examine the impact, there should be a space here. Yep. To examine the impact of competition on the financial performance of deposit money banks in Nigeria, then what are those things that we need to, what are their objective? To measure the level and trend of competition in the Nigerian banking sector for this, for study period. Then you can see the second one, to determine, this one should be number two. This one should be number two. Aha. So to determine the relationship between competition and bank profitability measured by ROA and ROE. I told you this ROA in our previous video. If you still remember what that ROA and ROE means, please kindly drop it in the comment section so that I can know that you have been following truly from the beginning of our video. If you remember what I called ROA, I remember I told you that when I was explaining variables for you, independent variable and dependent variable in our previous videos that we've done. What did I call ROA and ROE? If you remember what I called it, please drop it in the comment section. I would really, really appreciate and comment on that later. So the next one is what to ask. That is just the value. That's just the objective that these have given us. So I think we are done with that. So let's quickly move down to the research question, and then that is how you are going to do that till you complete your chapter one. So let me quickly do the remaining here so that we can move down to the next thing on our agenda. So just watch me while I do.